Yo, so I want to quickly talk about Raycast, what it is, how I use it, and then the actual topic of this recording, which is the extension that I'm making. So it's basically like productivity and util stuff for Mac. The way I access it is a keyboard shortcut, Command plus Space, and you can see like it's pretty snappy just to open. And then just searching for anything as well, it just like renders super quickly. One of the things that I like about it is like it's using native Mac components on the UI side. Mac/Swift, I think it's Swift UI, which renders natively and it's super quick. So like yeah, that's one thing, one key thing that I like about it. Like regardless of where on my machine I am and what I'm up to, it just renders super quickly on top of whatever the hell I've got going on. And you'll see why that's useful as I play around it a bit more. So yeah, like I can run some scripts. I can manage apps. Like right now, let me show you a few that I do manage via Raycast. So like my window management is using Raycast, like the keyboard shortcuts, etc., all live within a Raycast extension. So like this that you're seeing, I'm doing all of this with like keyboard shortcuts. I've got a timer, which is pretty useful for me because I do Pomodoro quite often. So you just come in here, 30 minutes, and boom, I can start the timer. That easy. And then just a whole lot of other random stuff that is just useful in my day to day. So this is one that I use a lot, which just allows me to search for npm packages by name, and I can either open the docs or go to the GitHub. It just depends, like what am I trying to do with that package. We've got kill process, which is related to the extension that I'm working on. If I want to force close any app without opening the UI, this is where I do it from. Again, pretty quick because I'm doing my thing, decide, fuck, I want Slack closed, right? It's a simple command space, go into that extension, and then search for Slack. I don't have Slack on this machine, but yeah, you get the point. Another cool thing is like it's integrated with my native calendar, so I can see my schedule like this. And then what else? I can also like make quick notes. New note. I can do the same for Obsidian because I've got an extension that integrates with that. And there's obviously also like Raycast notes, which I don't really use, but lots of people love. And then I can also make a quick reminder, and the UI is pretty nifty. Like it's pretty simple. I can tab through the whole thing, so I can essentially get this done mostly on keyboard, which is pretty quick. And then another thing that I really like is like key mapping for more commonly used utils within Raycast. So I've got option C, which takes me to like a chat GPT interface, and we can just say write me a script for screencasts. What are and then you can also interact with the chat, so I can say distill this to me in 10 bullet points. And so on. So I think you can see how this would be useful in whatever workflow that I'm in. If I'm making documents, replying to a thread of stuff, it just comes handy in all sorts of situations. And then the other one that I really like is the emoji picker, Option E, and just like that, it's much quicker than the native emoji picker, which button press. See how long that took? Disgusting. Anyway, and then Option G allows me to search for GIFs, which again is very useful in chats. So the extension that I'm making, as I mentioned earlier, related to that kill process extension, essentially closes all apps, because there's times where you've been on your machine for God knows how long, and you don't want to switch it off, but you do need a bit of a fresh start before the next thing that you want to work on, etc. So the extension kills all open GUI apps, and then another feature that I had to make whilst deving the thing, right, is just like the concept of a whitelist. So apps that you don't want the script to close. So I don't want it to close like my music player wherever I'm playing music during that session. I can add that to the whitelist. So what else would I not want to close? The editor that I'm working in, Warp, which has got my terminal. So there's just a bunch of things that you won't want to close, but for a fresh start, whatever, you want to close everything else that's in session. So we can try it out now, see if everything is working as expected. This is still like heavy work in progress vibes, but let's see. So for music, what am I in? We'll just keep the music app. And then we've got cursor. I don't want to close Discord. Don't want to close Warp. I think everything else I can close. I don't want to close Orb Stack because that's my Docker. And of course Arc. It would suck to close my browser right now. Cool. So now all of the stuff is in the whitelist. It shouldn't close when I run the main command. And you'll also see when I hit submit, which is command enter, it automatically added Raycast, because that's the other thing that you don't want to shut down, right? Your util, your main util helper around the UI. So you can also just view the stuff that's whitelisted if you want to confirm etc. I'll add better navigation around this sort of stuff, so that like if you're viewing whitelisted apps like this, you can also just easily edit, but to be fair, this also shows them, but also allows you to edit anyway. Yeah, let's see if the thing works. This is exported, so it's fine. So yeah, this is something that I'm still trying to figure out, which is like how to execute longer running scripts. It seems like there's a timeout, like a default timeout on scripts that are launched via Raycast, So yeah, still working on that, but most things did close. I'm sure if I run it again, everything else will close. Or if I manually close Ableton like this and then run it again, it should finish off what it was doing. And there you have it. So yeah, I think this is running a bash script. What did I end up writing? It's just an AppleScript. No, I lie. It is, yeah, it is just an AppleScript for now. I tried using bash and doing like a kill process type of thing, but that was a bit excessive because it was now closing, or the way I wrote it at least, was now closing even non-GUI processes and whatnot. So yeah, I want to try and get it working nicely with AppleScript first, if possible. And then I guess before I go, there's one other thing. I did start on a bit of a UI refactor, and and here's how it looks. Um, so now it's a nice list with the icons, and then whitelist is also the same thing. So yeah, there's a little bit of cleanup that I still need to do. Like you can see Raycast is showing up twice. I did see like other apps also showing up twice. But yeah, I think this might simplify things. So I'm thinking of also like doing inline viewing of whether it's whitelisted or not. That way you can just view and manage all from one screen. We'll see where I eventually land, but also just trying to make it look a bit more presentable. So yeah, that's what's up. I will leave an affiliate link to Raycast. Peace.